Okay, so thank you for showing up to Channel of Wendy Live. I thought it was a great idea to start this up again. I was actually got really excited about it, so I thought that's really good enough reason. There's a lot of energies coming onto the planet from from the sun at the moment. And yeah, they're from our the yellow sun, which is our solar system sun, but also the galactic sun, which is a very white, almost pale blue, really white light sun. And it's sending in a whole heap of activational energies, remembrance energies, and the way that that's coming through, or the way that I've perceived it, is that as it's coming through, it's the way it's bringing the remembrance. It's almost like it's um, kind of like shaving the edges off the timelines and then just putting the good bits in, like into your quantum field. Like, oh yeah, you know all that past life stuff you wanted to know about. Okay, I'm just going to take that off. A bit like you might, when you use something that's fluffy and you get balls on it and you can just kind of can or fluff on it, you just can pull the fluff off. It's almost like they're pulling the fluff off, but the fluff is actually the stuff that we need, and it's landing in our fields. And sometimes it's to do with resolving problems that we've got now, but that we've had in a much heavier way in past lifetimes. So it's like the lessons are coming in, like lead balloons, or the energy might be coming in like lead balloons and coming in, and then you're having to go, what the heck is this? Why am I suddenly having such a bad day from, something that, I could cope with this time last year, or sometimes even, this time last week, or 2 hours ago, if you're in that flux with the Schumann frequencies. Hi, to the people that are watching who just come in on my Facebook Live, you'll need to uh, probably go out of the live and click on the Zoom link and come in, but just mute yourself and turn your camera off. Okay, because I'm recording. It's lovely to see you guys here. So as soon as I start transferring, doing energy, quite likely the Facebook Live is just going to die. Just can't deal with it. So please come across. That would be lovely. Otherwise, there is the replay. So yeah, so we have this energy that is coming through from, I guess, our past, wisdom nuggets from past lifetimes. Yeah, and they're dumping into our quantum field, and the I'm going to call it the celestial sun is supporting that. What would you call it? Like it's almost like a transition of energy, because it needs to go from the quantum field and then kind of like step across dimensions and other parallel realities, and kind of like flip over, like like the salmon fish swims upwards in the stream. It's a bit like that, just coming to us because we're calling it in as well. If you're saying, where is my higher wisdom, it kind of comes in. You're like I don't know, like fish into a bowl, just diving from one to the other, and it makes a bit of a splash when it lands, and then what the heck just happened? Because it's from the other version of yourself who's just lobbed it across. So that's what I'm seeing has happened. So, all right, guys. So what I'd like to do now is I'm just going to connect to our Earth Sun and create this beautiful golden ball of light around us all. In the quantum field, you're welcome to come in. You can just decide that you will receive what you're meant to receive, and what's not meant for you, that will just go straight through you, like nothing will stick. Okay. All right. Everyone has their sovereign energy field, and none of this energy is like you must have this. Okay. It's not like the exact same energy recipe for each person. Okay. So I'll bring through energies for all of us, and you will feel what you will feel. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I can actually feel this kind of like whirling blue energy around now that seems to be building. Okay. Thank you to those of you who are lending your energy and of support to this, because I can actually feel the support, which is beautiful. Thank you so much. We all help each other rise, and that's the truth, right? That's what we're here to do. Okay. All right. So okay. All right. So I'm just saying thank you to Gaia for supporting us and allowing her warm energy to come in underneath us to feel her warmth under us. You may kind of start to sense like a heartbeat, which is Gaia's heartbeat, and you may feel a bit rocky, like you're rocking a little bit. It's the really strong Gaia energy who is supporting us. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, now I'm going to bring another bubble of light around us from the 12D field around the sunlight. This capture all of us. So yeah, so if you've just turned this on or you're watching, please feel free to step into the energy of the sunlight that is here. Okay. All right. And I'm going to leave the Facebook Live on. You never know, it might actually work this time. Who knows? Okay, we'll see how coherent it is with Facebook. Okay. Thank you. Thank you everyone for being here. Okay, I am going to do an energy clearing of all the energies here. If you aren't here, I'm talking to all the beings, the non-physical beings here now. If you're not here for the highest good, you're welcome to step back, or if not, I will call in some angels and guides to assist you to move on to a place where you'll be more comfortable and go on your journey. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to, in this great big white bubble of light, I'm asking everything to please come over to my, okay, I'm going to call it my section. Okay. And if please, this is a nice please. Okay. Please come to, or everyone come to like to the left of the bubble of your person's bubble, the person that you're with as well. That's fine. Great. Thank you so much. All right. So if you're here for the highest good of all, and obviously that means you'll be connected to the light, please move to my right-hand side and the people's energy fields that you're with to their right. I'm sorry, to their left as I'm looking at you. Okay. Thank you. Right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Okay. And if to those beings that could not move across, I'm just going to call Archangel Michael and the beings that love you unconditionally now to assist you on your journey. I'm just feeling some energies come in, kind of like scoop things up, which is fine. All right. Thank you. Okay. Right. So if you have anything that's troubling you, please just imagine just putting it down for a moment or letting it go. For some of you, things will fly away, and that is completely great. Some of you might feel like something dropped. That is also okay. Gaia will look after anything that drops down to the ground. Okay. Thank you. Just waiting for the energy to go quiet, and then we'll continue. And I'll connect up and see what they've got to say today. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. All right. Just asking all the beautiful beings of love and light to just surround us in the space where they, next to your person. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. So if I scan through the dimensions now, we have through the types of beings that we have. There's a lot of different ones. Okay. Some of you I know have dragon guides. There's dragons. There are some Arcturians, there's some Syrians, there's some They just want to be identified as Andromedans here. Okay, thank you for the people who've just come on the Facebook Live. If the Facebook Live stops working, please look in my post for the Zoom link, which is the one that it's on the Facebook Live and also one of the other Zooms. You can come in and mute yourself on the Zoom if Facebook failed. Okay, thank you. All right, guys. So I'm going to channel some energy from galactic beings to help us through this time where this like sun plasma is coming at us and things are coming up from past lives and all this weird stuff energetically is coming into our fields and into our awareness. Okay. Unfortunately, when it comes in, it doesn't come in with a name tag telling you what it is. It just comes in and you're like, what's that one thing that I can feel? And you need use your emotions to work out what it is, and do not feel that you have to hold it and carry it. Okay, you can give it to some things will go easily to your angels and guides. Other things you may have to unpack and say, well, what is this making me upset about in my life now? And do a bit of introspection with any issues that you think you've solved before, but they've come back, right? Because there are layers of healing to do. All right. So, okay. Thank you everyone for being here. All right. So I'm just going to expand the energy of the sun around our quantum fields now and allow it to burn off anything like parasitic basically that might be around the edges that maybe you haven't noticed. Maybe we have. Anyway, I'm just going to ask the sun to take care of that. Get this really vibration, strong energy coming in now. Thank you. Okay. I feel the energy move through my hands and I just let me move. Okay. So it's really interesting. What the sun is doing now is it is going through the kind of the various outside layers of your quantum field bubble. For those of you who aren't familiar with what that is, I guess you could call it's our creation field. It's outside our physical body and outside our physical world, outside our physical awareness. It's literally the 360-degree bubble screen that we create inside of. And our bubbles are linked by energy cords to other people, and they fire off a lot like what you may have seen brainwaves do. You know how they have the synapses with the gaps, and then they fire energy across at each other. And then if they do that a lot, they make a strong connection. That's kind of like what friends are. They're like those connections that you always know when your friend's going to call you, for example. That's because you have that connection in the quantum field. Can also be seen by and felt by people who do Reiki work or other work with their hands. You can actually feel that quantum field as well. So anyway, so just so you know that. Okay, so the sun is just kind of recalibrating us because some of us have like imbalances in our quantum field bubble. So the sunlight is just coming around all sides of us, like the outside layers of an onion. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. We create layers of reality around us. Okay. Right. So we're just letting the beautiful sunlight come in around us and just kind of clean out any kind of little like bugs off the windshield, parasitic things that might have gone stuck on your awareness somewhere. So we're just going to make that really clear. If some of you are feeling hot right now, that's like in one part of your head, it's because it's actually the sunlight is actually clearing out something that has been blocking and giving you a headache. Okay. Okay. I believe, all headaches usually when they come, like without warning. um they can be interesting. I'm just going to find it. They can be one of, I think, two or three things. One is they can be problems that you've forgotten about that you create, because you create these energy bubbles of things that you're trying to work out, and you kind of, like, it's like trying to clean something that's dirty. You're just always analyzing it and kind of squishing it, and it eventually will turn hard. And when you forget about it, if you don't let go, it can land inside your brain and you go, ow. For example, that's a migraine. Um, that's one of the reasons why migraines happen. So yeah, so that's one way. Another way is if someone throws some bad energy at you, you might get a ping somewhere, like anywhere in your body, really. And the other thing is, the other reason for headaches. Okay, there's also the chemical reason for headaches, and that is by physical things that you eat or drink that are not good, for your brain chemistry. And so when you feel sick, or in your head, or in your head, it's an indication that you've gone, maybe overdosed on something. For example, alcohol, caffeine. Your brain's actually telling you need to let something go out of your head. Okay. All right. Because a headache is always like a full, dense feeling. That's why you need to figure out, what can I let go of emotionally, let go of mentally, and then your body will thank you for it, and the headache will go away. Okay. All right. So thank you, guys. All right. Okay. Thank you for that information that came through about that. Yeah, that came through, from my Arcturian healing team. Thank you. All right. So, all right. So I'm just going to ask what else you need. Okay. All right. So they've asked me to look at the time tunnels. So looking at the time tunnels, and okay. All right. So now I need to speak to the part of us that makes vows, or that has made vows in the past, in past lifetimes, that, things like, I am never going to do that thing again. All right. When it comes to your spiritual gifts, or your, psychic abilities, or even just like I don't know, your knowing, your loving kindness, your physical abilities that you've learned how to use, and then you get hurt by using them, or something really bad happens to you, or you get punished, all that kind of stuff. And you say to yourself in that lifetime, I'm never going to do that again. All right. But it's actually a good thing that you were doing. So some of the energy that's wanting to come back to us now through all of these time tunnels is valuable skills, knowledge, wisdom from our past lifetimes that have been kind of like stuck, kind of in suspended animation, trying to come into your field, and then going, oh no, I can't do that, it's too dangerous. Okay, so we're just going to put out this feeling of safety in the present time, and just ask the past versions of yourself to let go of trying to hide the gifts. Okay, and let them come, that it's okay and safe for them to show them to you in this present time now, and for them to integrate with your quantum field, because what you've learnt and what you've done, and what you've understood, is all valuable. Okay, none of it needs to be hidden anymore. Okay. It's been really unsafe in the past, and we've all died in past lifetimes from, from trying to help people and going, oh, I just want to tell you, don't go into the cow paddock tomorrow. A bull's going to gore you, whatever. And then they blame you for warning them. Okay. So For any of you who have oracle gifts, I'm obviously speaking to you. Okay, I think that must have happened to me. Anyway, otherwise, why would I mention that in detail? Okay, so please just let yourself receive what you receive and trust your wisdom that you have now in this lifetime, that you will know and that you will learn, I should say, remember how to use your gifts. Okay, you have more than one. All of us have more than one. When you find one, that's amazing. But just letting you know that you can never stop growing in receiving wisdom and gifts. Yeah. Yeah. So that is really great. Yeah. And thank you, Tylene, for that comment on Zoom. She said it's very helpful to know where headache energies come from. Yeah. So that's what we covered just a few minutes earlier. So thank you. Thank you for that. All right. So, okay. So now the time tunnels are feeling clear now, like the energy that wanted to flow through I feel like that's come through. So you may feel like you have some, if you're energetic, if you put your hands out and kind of like wave them around with your hand chakras, you might be able to feel there might be like some fluffy things in your field or some symbols or something, depending if you see or you feel. Just ask yourself to feel. They're like tinkling gifts waiting for you. Okay. And your heart will actually draw them in, or your mind will draw them in at the right time when you need it. So it's a case of how do you discover your gifts? Okay. What you do is you wait till you ask random questions like, should if you're driving, should I go left? Is there going to be less traffic going left or less traffic going right? You can just ask, instead of the double-ended question, you can ask one question, does it feel good to go left? And then your wisdom will kick in and you'll feel like going left, or you'll just question it, and that means go the other way. Okay. So yeah, your gifts and your awareness is something that that as you listen and as you kind of take, I guess, kind of like take a chance to act on the little things that you start to realize when it is from your higher wisdom and when it versus I have a worried thought about something that I'm worried about. Because your higher self, guys, it does not worry. Okay. And when you're settled in the energy of just, like sitting with you, that type of energy, I'm going to call it energy wisdom, it's not scared. And it really doesn't question itself. Like mentally, you might want to question something that comes into your head. Use a deck of cards, or maybe you could use a pendulum, something like that. Or you might like to sit with a favorite crystal. Okay, that's a celestite crystal. Well, it's a bit blurry in the light there. So that's celestite. Sorry, on Facebook Live, that's my celestite. That connects. It's known for connecting people with angels and their loved ones who've passed as well. So I'm just going to send this energy around everyone now, because I know not all of you will have a crystal like this and you might be interested. This crystal is one that I sat with for a couple of months. I used to sit every night and hold this crystal. And I'm unfortunately, I have to be honest and say, I sat with all my problems and my grief from someone I love passing away, and I comforted myself by holding this crystal. And then it opened up my inner vision and my inner hearing to sense angels. So yeah, so I think it's really special. Even though it's small, it's not big. Yeah, it cost me about, I don't know, $10 in Australia. Yeah, which is the price of like a McDonald's meal. So yes, there we are. So I'm just going to send that through to you guys now. Cool. All right. Okay. If you put your hand out in front of you, like you're sitting down, I'm just going to ask that the energy land in your hand if you're meant to connect to it. Otherwise, you might feel like that. Okay. Okay. So, right. So, just sending this beautiful celestite crystal energy around you. Takes away darkness as well. So it's not just about connecting to the angels, it's about disconnecting from darker energies. Okay. I'm just going to hold that for a moment. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so my guides are saying I'll put it down now, Wendy. Okay, energetically. All right, and I'm just going to ask if we need anything else. Okay, so I've got something's happening on the quantum field on this side of us, so I'm just going to connect into what is. All of you obviously have your own wisdom, and we do interpret things differently. So if I say something and it just triggers you on like something that you know, don't disregard that. I'm not the only translator of energies, okay? And yours translation is just as valid as mine. So I like to talk a lot, and I don't mind putting myself out there, guys. Okay, with this unseen stuff. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Okay, so there's some really interesting energy coming around in front, and what it is, it feels like a kind of shimmering blanket energy. I'm asking what is it for, and they've said it's to help us. Oh, that's interesting. I asked, is it to help us anchor? They said, no, Wendy, it's to help us take off. Great. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm asking, why is that necessary? And okay, maybe I'll just let them talk because you want to hear them talk, don't you? I know you want to hear them talk. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to okay, so I've got the Pleiadian, my Pleiadian guide being, called himself Adam, coming in. He's just like bringing some energies down with him because he's been channeling from holding energies up higher in higher realms, just bring it down to me. Okay, what would you like me to say? Okay, all right. Okay, he's going to speak. Greetings, everyone. I'm Adam. Yes, Adam the Pleiadian, and it's so pleasant to be here. So what we're bringing down, we're stepping down again through different time dimensions. So it's like a coordinated transmission from not just me, Adam the Pleiadian, but other galactic races and technologies to weave a blanket of light around everyone that is individual to you, because your energies are all different, or from different places galactically. Some of you have been on Earth a really, really long time, and so your blanket will feel like it's more around your knees. Okay, so yeah, so that's good. So you might feel that being woven around you now. Wendy's hands are just following that energy around. Okay, so why are we doing this? We are providing this blanket for you to lift you up. In our frame of reference, it's momentarily from your current present moment in the timeline to make it easier for you to integrate all of that past life wisdom. Because you see, it wants to sit in the past life timeline, and as do the parallel lifetime wisdom that you've got. Like, it wants to run in that stream, basically, for you. But because we have this amazing time on Earth where it's like all the timeline windows and doors are rolling around each other, doing an intricate weaving of light for your ascension and for the ascension of Gaia. You're able to like pop things over, like gifts to yourself, as Wendy shared earlier. But when you're popping the gift over from one timeline to the other, you actually don't lose it from the other one. It is energy. It can be in more than one place at once. So please don't feel like you are stealing something from your other version of yourself, or that you need to give it back for any reason, because the other version of you still has it, what they're giving you. Okay. So yes, it is like putting two mirrors beside it in front of each other, and you see the reflection goes on forever. It's the closest that can be explained in the third dimensional eyesight for you. So yes, we're just lifting you up so that there won't be a confusion about where your gifts belong. Okay, so just allow your bodies to absorb those parts of you that you didn't know were missing until now, when you literally got your other arm and leg on. So enjoy this feeling. Wendy's asking, is that why Kali, or some of those goddesses have like 10 arms and 12 breasts, etc., or 100 breasts? He's like, yeah. Okay, thanks, Adam. Okay, back to Adam. Okay, yes, Wendy. It is exactly like that. Okay. All right. So what this integration of your gifts will mean in your quantum field is that you may feel that you may start making sudden decisions that you would have taken a long time to have made before, and you may mentally question yourself, or others may question you. It is okay to question the thing that you just suddenly go, yeah, I want to do that. That there is nothing wrong with questioning yourself. There is nothing wrong with questioning your higher wisdom with that old worried part of you, okay? Because your wisdom will stand the scrutiny of your worried assessment. Okay, it's like, for instance, Wendy's asking me to give an example. Okay. For instance, this is a yellow highlighter. You could say, yes, I'm going to use this yellow highlighter. And then you could say to yourself, you make that snap decision. You don't normally use that color, but today you decide to use that color. Maybe it's a meal, maybe it's a place you want to go and visit. Could be anything, but we'll just use a highlighter, for instance. Okay, I never use this yellow highlighter, but today I want to use it. And then your other part of your brain goes, why am I doing that? Am I coming unhinged because I'm doing something that I don't normally do? Like, that's not my normal habit. Is that wrong for me to do that? Is someone going to judge me for using yellow highlighter? Am I judging myself for doing this? The fact is, there's nothing wrong with this. It's not hurting anybody. And no matter what color you choose, light has every color. So there's really no problem with making a different choice for anything. So so these gifts will cause an acceleration of knowing for some of you, and a deeper sense of knowing for things that you're already doing, or planning, or thinking, or feeling. For some of you, you'll just become even more certain. Okay. So there is no homework to do. It's just letting you know that you can scrutinize yourself for what comes into your head, and it will still stand. because it's from your higher self, okay, and the wisdom that you've learnt in previous lifetimes. Okay, so yes, there is one other thing that that I also need to mention, that when with these gifts that have come in, if there is anything that is incoherent in your life, it may just fall away. So and you will not mind that change, because it doesn't fit anymore. Okay, some of you will empty out your wardrobes like Wendy has. Yes, thank you, thanks. Anyway, so so everything is fine. Everything is going to be just fine, even though you may feel like you're in some kind of a whirlpool vortex of energy. Let your legs and your feet literally fly up, and know that you will land back down. Gaia is going to keep her gravity, and you will energetically land. Okay. So speaking of energetic landing, what we're going to do now is we are all going to energetically land. Okay, and then I will come out of Wendy's head. Okay. All right. So just allow yourself to just feel like you're gently coming to the ground. Some of you have just gone bump. And that is fine. Okay. Just remember that you are in gravity now. And we're coming back into the present time. Now, this blanket for some of you will be swirling around. That is okay. If you're watching this on the replay, please stop for 5 minutes. Do not drive for at least 5 or 10 minutes till you feel grounded and like your head is not spinning, because some of you, your head may spin as you're coming down to this timeline, because you're still filing in all of that wisdom in your filing cabinet in your head. Okay, it's good. All right. Okay, we're just asking now. You can ask your energy field to bring in that wisdom that may be piled up around your head, because that's where you think it should go. Allow some of those pieces of wisdom to drop down into your heart space. Beautiful. All wisdom comes from the heart and is activated by the heart. Okay. Heart energy is what connects all of us to creation and all of us to each other. Okay. With love and care and health and gratitude and dimensional growth. And we're all here to experience dimensions and dimensionally grow and share the amazing feeling of expansion and growth. So that is what I wish for you. I wish you amazing expansion and growth for the rest of this year, and obviously for all your earth lifetimes. It is something that we support for you. So thank you so much. I'm Adam, and I'm signing off. Thank you. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for hanging around for so long. I am going to stop the Facebook Live in a moment. I will post up probably in the next few days recording to the replay if you want to watch it all the way through. I can't believe it actually lasted all the way through today on Facebook. It didn't die on me. Great. That's so awesome. If you have any questions to ask later, feel free to pop them in the comments anywhere. And I thank you. Thank you, Claudine. Thank you. I see that comment. Thank you. All right. So I'm just going to now dissolve the energy space with love and light. Okay. Remember, you're all connected to source light, and you can connect to it anytime, even in your darkest place. If you can't find it above you, go right inside your heart. You always have that speck. It might feel like a speck, but it's very powerful. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so goodbye to the Facebook Live people. Thank you for watching. Feel free to share, and I'm sure for whoever you like, we just want it to help people. Okay, thank you, guys. See you. Okay, and thank you everyone for watching on the Zoom. We'll have private question time, and I'll just stop the recording now. Thank you.